Oh, shit. And that's the way we're kicking off the Pozo Training Diaries episode 2. I've been here 2 days. It's hectic, absolutely crazy. Everyone's going off. You saw yesterday on episode 1, Ricardo Campello on a Severn. Everyone's going, oh my God, he's on Severn. Well, today he's on Goya. Yes, I tell you what though, he's got a bit of the rust. I've seen push forward. He's been busting out a few moves. Will he be on Goya for the competition? That is what everyone's talking about. I know, or do I know? Maybe I was guessing and I guessed wrong. We'll soon find out. I was chatting to him yesterday. It's going to be a big reveal in a few days. So stay tuned, stay tuned. Right, episode 2, I'm going to bash out a bit of local interest because obviously the World Cup, that's the big focus now, coming up in 9 days' time. The wind is cranking. Doesn't look like it drops for the competition, but we're going to talk about some of the major players. And who better to talk about than the locals? Yes, Pozo locals. I mean, obviously they have a massive advantage living here, sailing in these conditions, getting used to the small sails, getting used to the way the wave works and everything else. So let's run through them. Who are we going to start with? Let's start with Alessio Stilwich. Yes, this guy has all the moves and can definitely challenge those top 5 places on his day. Obviously, his trademark move, the tweaked out tabletop push loop. Insane. This guy has the best one in the business for me. Just super boned out, stuck. Just such an iconic picture that in Pozo from the bunker. You've seen it before, you're going to see it again. He has definitely got that down. He's obviously been working on his doubles over the years and they are consistent now. Doesn't quite have that stalled double. We might see it in the competition, you never know. But his smaller, more, fluid doubles, they look on lock. His wave moves, he's got them all down. Goiters, yeah, he just flows through those things. Wave 360s. Again, just got them nailed. Tackers, little airs where he tweaks it out. He loves that sort of upwind section here in Pozo. Like I said, he will be a challenger. Will he be busting out the push loop forwards? We've seen it in practice. Will we see it in the main competition? Keep your eye on him. He's also got a new board. He's got a small version of the free wave board, the Helix. And he said it's absolutely doing the business. He's loving it. It's pretty much just using that board constantly in the last days running up to this competition. So keep your eye on Alessio Stilwich. We've also got to talk about Moritz Mauk. Now, Alessio Stilwich, Moritz Mauk, Pablito, they all grew up together, challenging each other. Costa as well. And it's definitely an interesting one. So Moritz Mauk, not known for his jumping. No, he has been working on it. It says 18 back loops out of 20, Ben. I'm like, yeah, but back loops, is that going to cut it? Not when you see some of the big moves that are going to be, thrown down. But his wave moves on another level. He's one guy who's been scoring 8, 9s, even 10s in the past here in Pozo on the waves. So he can cause major upsets if he can just rack up his, average-ish jump scores, but then kills it on the waves. A lot of people have forgot about waves. You've got to nail the waves. So Moritz Mauk, keep your eye on him. Still on an old board from his old sponsorship back in the day, and he's making it work. Next up, Joseph Pons. Yes, Pons, look at this thing. Yeah, the guy just goes absolutely mental. He has got some of the biggest balls in the business. He's cracking on a bit now, but it's not slowing him down at all. He's a dad, he's full-time with his new business, which is, obviously the coaching business, which he's coaching a lot of the up-and-coming pros, the established pros, the lady pros, everyone, plus the normal punters. He's been bashing out that, got a very good reputation within that sort of windsurfing world here. If you've watched his videos, you will know. But he's also took on CS Boards, which is him and Carlos Souza, which, for those of you who don't know, proof boards back in the day, Bjorn Dunkerbeck, that was Carlos Souza. Had a lot to do with Bjorn, with the training, with board shapes and all that sort of stuff. So he is now going together with Pons for the last couple of years, and they've been bashing out some nice boards. We're going to do something on that on the channel because it's a really interesting story. Mr. Danny Bruce is here as well. There we go. So Danny Bruce, we're going to be talking about Mr. Bruce as well. But yeah, so Carlos Souza, if you're interested in a little bit of backstory, I think would be interesting. I'm interested in it, so I'm sure you guys are at home. But yeah, Pons just sailing really clean, going massive. Stall doubles, look at them things. I mean, stall doubles, there's not many people doing them. His doubles are clean, he's got wave moves. He could be definitely, you know, someone who could cause the upsets. He's not done the full tour this year, but he will be a danger man. You're not going to want him in your heat, that is for sure. And then we've got to talk about the guy, the name that is on everyone's lips at the moment, Marino Gil. Yes, he is absolutely having it. You come down the beach, you go to film, and he just stands out. He's going faster, he's going higher, and he has got all the top moves. You know, last year he took Marcilio Brown to the wire in the final, 1-1, took it to the decider, couldn't beat him in the end, but he wants that title this year, and he's added to his repertoire. Last year we saw him get the push forwards down, and he had them down. They were looking really tasty. He then added the double just before the competition. It was a bit late to get it fully consistent, but he made it work. He definitely made it work. You've got to remember, this is a year on now, and he has been busting those doubles for a year. So he's added to this consistent now normal double, and he has got a massive clean stall double. Yeah, I mean, he's going to take some stopping this year. His wave moves, he's no slouch either. I've seen him get backies off the lip, 360s. He looks super consistent. So, you know, Marino Gil, and we've got to say it, if you haven't noticed already, he's changed sales sponsors, board sponsors. He's gone from Goya over to Neil Pride JP, and it looks like he's fitting in perfectly. He said he took a little bit of adjusting, but now he's in, he's loving it. So Marino Gil, let me know in the comments below who you think is going to be in the top 3 in this event in the men. We're obviously going to talk about the women as well. Who else are we going to talk about? Well, I tell you what, we've got to talk about Philip Costa, but I don't have any footage from him, so we will do maybe a special feature on him when he finally turns up to Pozo, because I haven't got the footage, but from what I've seen on Instagram and this sort of stuff, he is right on it. Obviously, last year he was injured. He is going to be a major player. Obviously not, well, he wasn't a local to Pozo, living in Vargas. He's now got a house in Pozo, so we're expected to see him. The one man who got the predictions absolutely spot on last year, I think he got one wrong out of the women and the men, which was insane, was Jonas from Pozo Wins. Yes, the Pozo Wins are supporting these training diaries. So if you are coming to Pozo, you want to rent some gear, go see them. You want some accommodation, see them. If you want board storage, pretty much they sort anything out. So, you know, get on the website, send them an email, Romina or Jonas or whoever's, you know, on that at the time will sort you out. They are a pleasure to deal with. You know, the football's on at the moment. There's everyone around Pozo Wins having a beer, having a drink. It's a really cool atmosphere. So Pozo Wins is obviously the best shop in Pozo. Yes, it is. So there we go. Yeah, that's it. Episode 2. A little bit of a, you know, recap of the locals. Obviously, there are more locals to talk about. Plenty more videos coming on the channel. If you want to subscribe, if you want to support with a few beers, you can chip in. I'll put the link up there. Thanks to everyone else who already supports the channel and the brands that support the channel. You are making this stuff happen. Right, I'm off because I think I'm going to go sailing at some point.